And the SPCA devote themselves to providing better lives for dogs, cats, and other pets.
But what we don't usually hear is how the animals ever get to these shelters in the first place. Often, it's not just a sad story, it's one of abuse and cruelty. Fortunately, there are people who spend their lives seeking out abused animals, rescuing them, and making their lives better.
Action News reporter Andrea Minetti introduces us to them in this special report.
Not all pets are raised in a loving, caring home. It may be hard to believe, but some are abused and outright neglected.
We do have cases where people knowingly are cruel to animals.
That's why SPCA Humane Officer Rosanna Leighton comes to work every day.
We are going to check on some horses that we seized from a guy in Carmel Valley. The problem is that you never know what's going to come in.
Rosanna has been working with the SPCA for over a year.
We can swing by and at least do a welfare check, see if there's anything we can help them out with.
Investigating animal cruelty cases is a job she says she was born to do.
We spend probably 6 or 7 hours a day out in the field doing welfare checks, animal rescues.
It's okay. Oh, yes, it's a good boy. They got the call about Mickey about 2 weeks ago. The one-year-old pit bull mix was chained to a tree for days, and to make matters worse,
you can see the roll of skin hanging over the collar.
His collar had grown deep into his skin.
But anytime a collar is that tight that it's taken the fur off and it's causing an abrasion like that, it's way too tight. But still something that should not have been allowed to happen.
Cases like Mickey's are all too common. Last year, the team of 3 animal officers investigated nearly 800 cases of neglect and cruelty.
Sometimes it's crazy dramatic.
Thank you.
Emotions ran high when investigators responded to a call in Prunedale. The sheriff's office asked the officers to investigate a dog fight.
Most likely biting, getting ripped open by other dogs' teeth.
This Doberman's leg was mauled by another dog, torn open and bleeding. 2 surgeries later, the dog is trying to recover, but since his owner didn't take him to the vet in the first place, it will take longer for this guy to heal. As for his owner, he could face criminal charges.
The SPCA will step in and prosecute to the full extent of the law.
And that's the filly. She's the baby that was part of the rescue as well.
Officers educate pet owners it's the law to provide care for your animals. Often owners hand over their animals if they can't do that. That's what happened with these 3 horses.
The biggest cause for concern we have here is her hip bones right here.
Officers investigated the horses after a neighbor anonymously called, worried the animals were starving. The horses were skin and bones. Now they're in the custody of the SPCA trying to get their weight back up again.
They're in horse heaven, basically, and that is the best reason to do this job. That's the reason I come back to work every day.
Bone structure is pretty easily noticeable.
Every day, these officers come to work knowing they're making a difference. Most animals taken from abusive homes go up for adoption and start over in loving homes.
What's that, Mickey?
It's been 2 weeks since we first met Mickey.
Okay,
Today,
so
he's
now
as good as new. His wounds have healed and new fur has grown where that tight collar used to be. And he's happy as ever.
It's really fulfilling to be able to take a dog like Mickey from a horrible situation. He's going to make some family very, very happy.
Now, all Mickey needs is a home.
What are you doing?
In Salinas, I'm Andrea Minetti, KSBW, Action News 8.
If you are interested in adopting or learning more about any of the animals that you just saw in Andrea's report, you can contact the Monterey County SPCA.
And if you don't have room, there's other ways that you can help out. You can volunteer. They also welcome donations of cans, for example, for recycling. They call it Pause to Recycle. They use that money to help pay for the services they provide to animals.